Russ, how excited are you that we can finally talk about this game as like a thing that actually exists in the world?
Well, we spent a lot of time talking about this game last year, but no one had an Ouya then. So
That's
now
not true. Like 5,000 people have New Year. We're playing Towerfall. It just came out this week on PlayStation 4 and on Windows PCs via the Steam platform. Very popular platform for distribution of software and collection of virtual trading cards. And boy, I'm psyched to be talking about this game finally because it's unbelievably good.
it is so effing good.
It is I guess if you know nothing about it and you don't have many friends that you play video games with, watch this kill, by the way. What?
Oh, well done.
Thank you. This is some pre-recorded footage, by the way, that I shot last night with my pal Justin. It is a local multiplayer competitive sort of arena game. Oh,
Yep.
I apparently really liked that move.
You were
'cause
so
I saved,
proud of
I
yourself.
saved it as a GIF, which you can do with a button press. So it's a local multiplayer arena game. There's some single player offerings too, but no online stuff, much to the chagrin of like all of our commenters.
People. It's Smash Brothers, I would say.
It
Definitely
is very smashy. Yeah.
very smashy.
It is basically you want to take out your opponent, which you've probably sussed from this gameplay video. You have two ways of doing that. Well, you have a lot of ways of doing that. The two main ways are jumping on their heads or shooting them with an arrow, like I just did. I'm green in this example, by the way.
Yeah.
You probably could figure that out because like you know enough about me by now to know that I got like the fattest skills.
Because you're Mad Boss when it comes to arrow shooting games.
Sure. So yeah, this is sort of the basic multiplayer mode. What's great about the game is how much you can do with just sort of those two main things, the jumping on people's heads and the shooting them with arrows. There's also a dash button which completely changes sort of how the game shakes out, and you'll see it happen a few times in this pre-recorded vid.
Similar to how Diddy came in and sort of changed the game of hip-hop.
It is the Diddy of video game maneuvers.
Yeah.
It allows you to catch arrows, get out of the way of arrows, do all kinds of cool stuff. So this is the modifier screen, and this is really where Towerfall takes flight, because you can see you have like so many different options for changing how the game behaves. You can start players out with no arrows, or one arrow, or 6 arrows. You can start them off with bomb arrows, laser arrows. There's all kinds of different power-ups, and
It's definitely overwhelming. I would also say it's very easy to make the game not fun if you go nuts with these.
Which I'm about to do, I think, in this pre-recorded video. Actually, this first thing that I try is actually a really fun game. I'm playing with 2 people here. You can play with up to 4, and when you play this particular mode with 4, it is the greatest game ever. You start out with 6 drill arrows in this one, which dig through the world, and also corpses explode. So you have to be really careful about where you're standing in Drill Bomb Palooza, because really nowhere in the world is safe.
Did you know that you can delay your corpse explosion?
No.
By holding down X?
No, God.
Yeah.
Learning so
It's
much.
amazing. So many details.
So yeah, you can modify the game however you want, and then what's really smart is you can save those like sort of custom game types to like, these 3 slots. I actually kind of wish there were more than 3 because we experiment with these like a lot, because there's so much depth right between what you can turn on and off, but you can also turn them on for specific players. So you could make like a mode where 3 players start off invisible and 1 player doesn't, and then split go like team deathmatch mode.
Right.
And then those 3 people have to like hunt, or the 3 people have to hunt down the 1 person.
Right, you could do like a Juggernaut style
thing.
You
could do Juggernaut, you could do like all these different sort of simulations of what traditional, sort of multiplayer games allow you to do. Like really, I feel like I haven't even explored like 10% of the options that you can come up with. The mode that the Polygon office plays, like, I guess you could call it the hardcore. Oh, that match was great, by the way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If you watch, I had the win. When the screen goes dark like that, it means you won, and then one of my own arrows dug through the wall.
And it gets light again, because it's not over.
It's not over. The way that you guys play is, what, 1 arrow?
Yeah, we do single arrow, we do 360 aiming.
Normally you can aim in just the 8 sort of cardinal directions, and there's a little bit of auto-correction for your arrows in the air, which you can also turn off, but it makes it really, really, really hard.
Yeah, it underpowers the arrows too much. You can't really do that. Other things we turn off are auto balance, and we put on symmetrical treasure.
Right, treasure will spawn sort of randomly across the board. You guys want to keep it as legit tournament play as you possibly can.
All skill style.
and you get that equal treasure going.
For a little while, we were using cursed bows, which actually kills you if you shoot without having an arrow, but Cursed Plant was too much of a baby, so we had to turn it off.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, no, I was never quite sure what cursed bows did.
Yeah.
There's so many options. It's just so great. Like it's very, very, very fast paced and very like when something sweet happens, it's always the sweetest. Especially if you have like 4 players, there's just so many different ways that matches can go.
Yeah.
And it really feels like every match I play, like there's one moment that's like a moment that I save a gift from. Like I don't know about you, but I have a pretty huge library of those things going right now.
Yeah. So what system are you playing this on right now?
So this is on PC.
Sure.
I've played the PlayStation 4 version a bit, but so I have 3 PlayStation 4 controllers, which is kind of crazy, and I have one wired 360 controller, which is what I use as sort of my default gaming controller on my PC. And the PlayStation 4 controllers, so I don't know what I did. They just worked when I plugged them into my PC.
Yeah, they work.
Okay, because I saw somebody on Twitter like, oh, that shouldn't happen. You're supposed to have drivers. No, they just plugged them in.
They added crazy good controller support in this game where like, not only do they work, but you see a little drawing of a PS4 controller in the game.
Yeah, it's
insane.
Now, what's sweet for the PlayStation 4 version, this match is going to go on forever, by the way, because we keep killing ourselves with Super Bomb arrows.
Sure.
In the PlayStation 4 version, the light bar on the DualShock 4 glows the color of the character that you are.
Which is very valuable.
Which is, maybe not, but it's, I mean, it's pretty great, right? It's like,
it also
pretty great.
uses the speaker to like make sounds come out of your controller, which I had to instantly turn off because it was driving me nuts.
I think that's the default now, is like, I was playing Killzone and getting like, like walking through a dark, quiet hallway and then just like, Commander, we need it! Like, stop, shh,
yeah,
the baby's sleeping.
So you can turn that off in settings. Whoa, double lava?
I know, I didn't even know that could happen.
Me neither.
It makes it into like a little fiery Instagram frame.
Crazy.
That was not Justin's best showing. He just sort of pitched him into like Temple of Doom style.
I love the art in this map. It's so gorgeous.
Yeah. So if you play the Ouya version, there are, I believe, 4 new characters. There are 3-4 new levels.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I think there's 4 new levels, and there's different power-ups that are new also. There's also a single-player quest mode that pits you against AI enemies.
Not just single player.
I'm sorry, single player or co-op.
With 2 people.
With 2 people. And then there is a Trials mode, which is sort of similar to the single-player mode that was in the Ouya version of the game, but with a little bit more stuff. And we'll hop into that next once this live video presentation is complete. You were saying it's possible to make this game bad, and I think I definitely did it. With
managed.
With this max arrows, super bomb, big head, instant lava.
Yeah, it's fun to experiment, but I would say, like, if you're really just starting out, change like 1 or 2 variables.
The single arrow, I think, makes this game.
I think it is the only way to play.
Fun because you can grab arrows, like I said earlier, out of the air if you dash into them. If you bump into an enemy and they have arrows, you will steal an arrow from them.
Yeah.
And you can also just sort of pick them up from the environment. So like you have to be really, really judicious about how you use your arrows. And in single arrow mode, it just like takes that to a new extreme.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's hop into single player.
Cool.
So to start out, I'll show you the Trials mode because that's, I feel like, the most sort of reminiscent thing of...
Very straightforward.
Yeah. You got a par time. Hopefully it'll still show it to me. I've sort of blasted... Yeah, you can see.
Jesus, that is insane.
So you got that gold medal, but don't go for that gold medal because that's for little kids. You want to get that diamond time. Let me think of how to do this.
Impress me, Griffin. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh, you blew it.
I blew it. But there's such a fast restart option. Okay, well that's not gonna happen. I have actually found this mode surprisingly compelling.
It's like a puzzle, more like. Did you just do it?
I mean, I didn't get that diamond time, but
that's okay.
You can just like sort of imagine I did.
Yeah.
They are incredibly difficult sometimes. Like in this one, you gotta go. You can see like, it's kind of got that. Oh, I almost had it. It's got sort of a score chase thing to it that really does it for me. Because you kind of have to like perfect your line.
What's funny is that you can't see leaderboards, can you? Like, can you see what your friends are scoring?
I don't think so.
So it's just really you chasing yourself.
Yeah. This mode also does a really great job of like each level sort of incorporates a new power up into the mix.
Yeah.
So you have to like figure out like you really need to like look at the room for a while and like
think about the best way to do it.
Like that guy you can only get with the brambles. Which is a power-up that puts those brambles on the floor, which is, I don't know about you, it is like my group of Towerfall players' least favorite thing in the game.
Really? I love the brambles.
I love them because they add like such a strategic layer to the game, but people have not really mastered the art of brambling. I'm doing terrible because like the reason I played this game for 20 hours is because I have spent forever trying to master all these, and
you're still
like
missing one of them.
So frustrating. It's this last one. No kidding. Oh, you can actually see. This is crazy. You can see my attempts up there.
Oh my god, you're a maniac.
I've given it 729 stabs.
That is horrifying.
I've done it. No kidding. I've done it so many times because you gotta get up there, jump up, bounce up, down there, shoot him down, go.
Oh, that doesn't seem too hard.
6.4. That's like, but literally like that was the fastest I've ever done it. I got 5.5 one day.
Oh, I don't...
If you can figure out how to do this...
Yeah, you must be missing a step, right? Because if you're 0.3 off, clearly there's a step that you're missing.
I mean, I've tried, like, going through all these different routes. I promise you I've tried everything. Well,
there's going to be videos on YouTube in no time, I'm sure, showing everyone how to do these. Oh, you're working in the super jump, too.
Super jump's so hard to do. That's a thing you can do in this game where I think...
Oh, that's good.
If you press both dashes together at the same time...
It's dash, dash, jump. But you really need to use both dashes.
Oh my god, I got it down to 5.7! That was not bad.
Wow.
It's really, genuinely very hard to pull off. So yeah, if you figure out how to do this... I'm getting real close, actually, Russ. Do you mind if I do this 800 more times? Do you have time to do that with me?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, Griffin. Okay, you're gonna drive the people nuts.
This isn't about the people, Russ. This is about me and you.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see how I spend an entire evening just chasing that shit. Okay, so that's that mode. I hate it so much. And then there's quest mode. So yeah, you can do this with 2 people. And it sort of breaks the world down into the different levels. And it's how you unlock a lot of the levels when you first start playing. I don't know if you can also unlock those through multiplayer.
No, so some of the levels are actually you unlock always in multiplayer, and some of them you always unlock in quest mode.
Okay, have you gotten this level yet, the Gauntlet?
I haven't, actually. Is that a different level, or is that...
Yeah, well, it's not something you play multiplayer. It's just like a quest bonus that I think they added in a recent...
I want to see it.
Pre-game patch. We'll get to it. I kind of want to just show off... so you can see the Red Skulls, the levels are beaten in hardcore. Normal mode is still pretty challenging because the AI in this game is like really difficult.
They'll do a lot of dodging.
They do a lot of dodging. They do a lot of like instant killing.
I want to play as the king.
You gotta.
Oh, these guys with the scythes.
Yeah, they're the worst.
Yeah,
I've also attempted this.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's cool because they like put a lot more thought into a single player mode than like you would expect.
Yeah, no, it's I mean it's surprisingly compelling. When you play it in co-op, the only difference is the that was stupid. Each player has 4 lives, but in sort of Halo style. After each round, if one of your teammates is still alive, the other one will come back.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. I kind of actually prefer that when I just have 2 people around.
Yeah.
Because you really need 4 to like get that multiplayer going.
Yeah, for sure. I've had fun with 2 people.
It's still fun, but it's not like it's not the outrageous level of fun that the 4-player is, which is
I would
like
agree with that.
the most fun. Oh god, and the AI archers are like pretty much as good as regular ones.
Why is she not unlockable?
I don't know.
Someday.
So yeah, this is the Towerfall single player.
I love it.
No kidding, like.
Oh my god, the king just turned evil.
Oh no. I think the thing that people have asked most is like. First of all, I think the excuse of I don't know anybody that I could play this game with is total bullshit because like I have played with complete people who like one of the guys that I play most with in sort of the group that I've sort of put together doesn't play video games at all. Towerfall is just like super accessible. That was stupid.
Yeah, but there are certainly people that like don't have people come over to their house.
Right, but like that's the entire idea of local multiplayer games is it is like a reason to have people over to your house, you know? Like
right, sure.
It is an event in and of itself.
Yeah. I completely agree. This is the sort like I am definitely planning on having quote unquote Towerfall parties and just inviting people. Yeah,
they're very good. They're very good. That's a great kind of party. Oh man. Well, I got torn up. People that ask though, like, would you get it just as a single player game? I mean, probably half of those 20 hours I've spent playing the game have been doing the single player stuff, trying to get those trials and trying to beat all the levels on hardcore, but I am a psychopath.
Yeah, I would say, like, the strong suit where Towerfall is so good is definitely not the single player. Single player is fun, and it makes for a really, really good distraction from the awesomeness that is multiplayer. So,
but like, I don't just dismiss it out of hand because you don't play games like this, because I really think this is the best sort of local multiplayer game of this kind that I've ever played.
Yes.
It is the kind of game that I think it's worth getting into this genre for.
I completely agree. It's a really good introduction to local multiplayer games.
So yeah, this Towerfall.
I wanted to see the gauntlet. You're not going to show it to me?
I'll show you the gauntlet.
Okay. We'll close it out on the gauntlet.
Do you have a character you play as?
Blue. Blue for life.
Yeah.
Mostly because I'm colorblind and blue pops out of the screen.
Gauntlet is just you have to kill... Creepy. Oh man, 100.
Oh, 100.
It was 50 in normal mode.
I like it. Jesus criminy. This is ridiculous. Huh?
I kind of wish there was a GIF save option in the single-player quest mode, because I've done some pretty crazy stuff.
Well, if you're on PS4, you can just share your gameplay.
Shit. Right. I knew I wasn't going to keep away from cursing in this video. I have, like, I made it to the final wave in that last level that we just did on hardcore.
What do you have on your... Oh, wings. Sorry.
Yeah, you can get wings that let you fly around. I had somebody actually ask me, this looks a lot like Joust, like the old arcade game Joust, and I was like, you could actually probably make a mode where you turn arrows off and then start with wings, and it'll be a lot like Joust. Like a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how fun that would be necessarily. You would just hang out.
It would be about as fun as Joust is.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Oh God.
I know. You've never seen so many sick jumps and arrow shoots. So that's Towerfall. Thank you everybody for watching. You should play this game with people because it's seriously the most fun. Yeah, we'll be back soon, hopefully later this week with more videos. I want to do that new Pixel Junk game that's not called Pixel Junk whatever anymore. So we'll see.
Cool.
But regardless, I'll see everybody real soon. Russ, thank you for joining me.
My pleasure.
For falling through all the towers with me.
A delight.
I kind of can't stop recording right now, though, because I'm having actually a pretty good run.
You got a good run going.
But eventually...
I'll watch it.
Eventually, I'm going to stop